Skinny spazoid. One of the most illustrious and mesmerizing forces in the Marvel Universe is magic. Just the idea of magic is very empowering, and I've always fancied myself an amateur Doctor Strange playing around with occult symbols. Magic is very real in the Marvel Universe and powerful enough to kill gods and even psychic powerhouses, although this may not always be common to see. This list, however, is dedicated to such characters who are so powerful they are able to control the world they live in with just magic. This list is dedicated to looking at the characters from a magical perspective, so characters like the Scarlet Witch who do use magic, but their powers come from more complicated things not necessarily related to magic, won't be included. So, without further ado, these are the types of characters that can move dimensions with incantations. Number 10, Merlin. Yes, just like the Merlin of King Arthur lore, there's been more than one Merlin in the Marvel Universe. However, he is a non-joke character who is an extremely powerful sorcerer. Merlin's frailty from his elderly age make him not as powerful as he once was. However, he has what is considered to be a genius-level intellect and a vast, extensive knowledge of magic. Merlin is able to do almost every form of magic that is possible to learn, including creating concussive bolts of mystical energy, protective shields of mystical energy, transmuting matter, etc. Number 9, Doctor Strange. Marvel's most famous mystic, Doctor Strange is incredibly powerful, similar to Merlin, in the sense that his powers come from rigorous training and knowledge of magic. Strange's power is amplified by two of the most powerful magic objects in Marvel, the Cloak of Levitation and the Eye of Agamotto. Strange is also a heroic figure who does his best to help others and has a strong sense of bravery, being a member in the Avengers, and even being the head of his own team, the Defenders. Number 8, Vishanti. The Vishanti are a trio of ominous magical deities that exist in the Marvel Universe. They include Agamotto, Hoguth, and Ashtar. These deities exist within different dimensions and are benevolent towards people and life. While not present in the dimension of humans, the Vishanti can be summoned, especially by the Sorcerer Supreme of the universe that they wouldn't be inside. Once summoned, their powers together is potentially limitless and can take on pretty much all magical forms. However, as they must be summoned from another dimension, they are not always invulnerable. Number 7, Sise-Neg, which is Genesis backwards. The story of Sise-Neg is some real out-of-this-world sci-fi stuff. Sise-Neg is a 31st century sorcerer who discovers time travel. Sise-Neg travels throughout time to find all of the most useful magical energies, eventually going as far back as the Big Bang in order to recreate the Marvel Universe in his image. At the time of this, he actually absorbed all the magic in the universe, but decided not to interfere with the way things were, as he thought that the universe was already in harmony. Sise-Neg's potential is truly awesome, as he can have powers people usually view to be like God. It's also amazing that he did this all by learning magic. His story is the one of a mortal transcending. Number 6, Adversary. The Adversary is an ancient mystical entity, demonic in nature, from a chaotic dimension. The Adversary wishes to destroy the universe and create his own. The Cheney Indians referred to the Adversary as the Great Trickster. The limits of the Adversary's magical powers are unclear, as he seems to be able to do everything. Most impressive is his ability to transport between dimensions at will and harness massive amounts of energy. The Adversary has some simple weaknesses, such as being exposed to cold metal. However, he makes up for it by being able to shapeshift and summon and possess other entities to do his bidding. The way the Adversary really looks may be undiscovered. Number 5, Zom. Zom is a being of extreme raw power. His power alone is enough to overwhelm almost every character in the Marvel Universe. In fact, one of Zom's biggest weaknesses is actually that he brings too much attention to himself from beings like Eternity and the Living Tribunal, who would destroy him in order to maintain the magical balance of reality. Zom's power is limited, so he is vulnerable to characters like the Living Tribunal, whose power is limitless. However, Zom is more than capable of taking out dozens of superheroes at a time, including the Hulk and even the Council of Godheads. Number 4, Mikaboshi. Mikaboshi is a kind of dark force manifested that is a master of Japanese dark magic. Mikaboshi has many powers similar to other entries on the list, but what makes him unique is that he can control numerous demons and animate and manipulate mass corpses at his own will. He is considered the primary foe of the Japanese kami, and he has slaughtered a lot of their pantheon. Mikaboshi is said to have existed as a part of a dark primordial void that dominated Earth in its first days. However, like Adversary, his true form is elusive. Number 3, Mephisto. Based heavily off of the Christian figure of Satan, Mephisto is a character whose power reaches wide within the universe. Mephisto has a vast repertoire of magical manipulation abilities like other characters on this list. Mephisto is much more powerful in his own realm, even being able to go toe-to-toe with the fully powered Galactus. His main action in the Marvel Universe is acquiring souls. However, he cannot get any souls without permission of the owner. Mephisto is also immortal, and if he is killed physically in another dimension, he will reform in his own dimension. Number 2, Cyttorak. Immensely powerful and referred to as a god and as a demon, Cyttorak is an imposing and intimidating figure in the Marvel Universe. Some of his powers is put into magical items in the Marvel Universe, most famously Juggernaut's helmet, powered by the Crimson Gem of Cyttorak. Cyttorak's powers are mostly seen through such items. However, it is also known that Cyttorak can create life, once creating an entire race of elves so that they can adore him. Number 1, Dormammu. Dormammu is a magic powerhouse that in many ways has the whole package. His skill with magic is so great that he could tamper with the spells of Odin against his will and created Satanish, a powerful demon himself. Dormammu's power, along with the evil eye, was enough to destroy an entire reality. Dormammu's power comes mostly from his domain as well, the Dark Dimension. Dormammu's only real weakness is leaving his own dimension for another because he is weaker there.